Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tennessee ACRAO Virtual College Fair. We've got an exciting session today. Before we get started, a couple housekeeping items. Note that if you have questions, you can use the Q&A button to type your questions to the presenter at any time. Also note that your camera and microphone are in the off position. If you have a question, again, use the Q&A button. Also note that there are some additional sessions available for other institutions if you're interested. Please go to the strivescan.com website for any of those signups. Also note a recording of this session will be available about a week after the call. Please visit strivescan.com/Tennessee for those recordings. With these items taken care of, we'll turn it over to our first presenter from Eastern Kentucky University.
Thank you so much. Hope I don't have technical difficulties, but it is definitely what I'm known for. So let me go ahead here. I am not getting the option to share my screen.
Okay, you may be in as a participant, not as an administrator. I believe one of your other presenters is in the call. Maybe she would be able to share her screen.
Okay. I was gonna say, okay. So
there
hers works, but mine's doesn't. Okay, even better. So here's just a quick list of our usual agenda, but if you just want to go on to the next one, Yami, that'd be greatly appreciated. So just a quick overview about EKU. We actually have a main campus here in Richmond, Kentucky, and we're known as the Campus Beautiful. We also have two regional campuses in Manchester and Corbin, Kentucky as well. We have nearly 15,000 students. Of those 15,000, roughly 12,000 are undergrad, and about 8 or 9 are here on main campus. We are constantly making renovations. We recently did our science building. We did our cafeteria, which is Case Dining Hall. And right before COVID hit, we opened our doors for our new rec center. So we are constantly making changes and upgrades. Something we're really proud of is that we're known as the School of Opportunity. Nearly 30% of our student population are actually first-generation college students. So just a little bit about the academic overview. We have over 100 career-focused programs. Some of the big ones that bring a lot of students in from out of state. Aviation, we're one of the most affordable aviation programs in the United States. We are nationally ranked for our criminal justice program. The same way with our fire safety, which has 3 different routes. Our forensic science is also a huge program that brings a lot of out-of-state students, over 100 other ones for you to choose from. We also have an awesome honors program. This allows you to take any class you want. It gets you first dibs when it comes to scheduling. But it also has some extra perks, extra scholarship opportunities, and things like that. We're also proud of the fact that our faculty to student ratio is quite low. It's about a 15-to-1. So generally speaking, your classes are going to have about 18 to 20 people in it. The other thing we're super proud of is more than 75% of our graduates are actually transitioning into jobs. So it's one thing to get you that piece of paper and that diploma, but EKU wants to make sure that we're helping you get a job once you leave. So I will admit this year's student life looked a little bit different. We have over 200 student organizations. This is going to vary between your Greek life, which is your fraternity and sororities. We have community service, space clubs, and pretty much everything in between. My favorite, which is most unique, is a cloud watching club. We also, we are in the NCAA Division I. We actually just changed conferences, so we're no longer in the Ohio Valley. Next year, we will be in the ASUN conference. We have 6 men's and 8 women's sports teams. And as a student, you get to attend for free. So I had mentioned this earlier. This is just a quick slide. We won't stay on it, but this is our new rec center. The bottom is the rock climbing wall. That is a replica of the Red River Gorge, which is a very popular and well-known rock climbing area here in Kentucky. But let's go ahead and pass that. So dining, we do offer different dining plans, just kind of depending on how often you plan on being here. We also offer restaurants on the bottom part and other places on campus, and the top part is more your traditional cafeteria style. So while you're here, you won't have to worry about being hungry. So housing and parking, we have housing from the traditional dorm all the way up to the suite style and the apartment style. We also offer living learning communities where you can apply and live with people with similar interests. This can be aviation, where everyone's an aviation major called the flight deck. And then anything as first generation college students or forensic science. Freshmen are allowed to bring their vehicles, and we do actually have designated freshman parking. We also offer the Big E Transit. So that's free transportation around campus. It also makes some stops off of campus, such as like Walmart. So if you don't have a car, you don't have to worry about being stuck here on campus. So financial aid, I know everyone's going to hit this. So just make sure you're filling out your FAFSA. There are a lot of different ways for you to fund your college experience. Grants, that's going to go through your FAFSA. That's a great way to go because that's money you don't have to pay back. Just in case you need it, the bottom has our FAFSA code. We have a lot of different scholarships. Our merit-based ones this year, we've done a little bit of revisions, so I'd definitely go ahead and check that out on the website. We also offer diversity scholarships and foundation scholarships. The foundation has nearly 200 scholarships, and it's actually just one application and 2 letters of recommendation. We also have the Trailblazer, which is a first generation scholarship, and an alumni and legacy. So that's if your parents or grandparents attended. We've also redone the admissions process. So we are test optional. That 2.5 or higher unweighted will get you in for general admissions. And then the success admission is that 2.0 to 2.49. That's not going to slow you down from graduating in 4 years. That's just going to get you a little extra help to get you to transition a little bit easier and help you be successful. Here's just some quick steps for the enrollment process. You can do that all online. It's very easy. But the last thing I just kind of wanted to end with is we have kickstarted our BookSmart program. So here at EKU, all undergraduate students will receive free textbooks. And if you have any questions, you could absolutely reach out to us. Yami and I both do Tennessee. And we will drop our information down in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you. We're on to our next presenter from Western Kentucky University.
All righty. Hey, I appreciate you guys joining us this evening. My name is Morgan Terry, and I'm here to talk with you guys this evening about WKU. Now, for those of you who may be unfamiliar with WKU, we are located in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and that's just 1 hour north of Nashville for you Middle Tennessee folks. Super easy to get to. And my favorite stat about WKU is actually that all residents of Tennessee actually get to attend WKU for our in-state rate of tuition. There's nothing special you need to do for that. You will be guaranteed to attend WKU for our in-state rate of tuition throughout your entire time here on the Hill. And that actually makes us more affordable than the majority of Tennessee state schools. Now, my second favorite fact about WKU is that we're actually one of only 4 schools in the entire country that has been designated as a safe community of America by the National Safety Council. So if mom and dad maybe just don't know a ton about WKU, they can attend an institution where you're going to get in-state tuition still because you're a Tennessee resident and is known for being an incredibly safe environment. Now, to give you a little bit of a broader snapshot of our campus community, our total enrollment at WKU is a little over 24,000, or over 20,000. And while our average class size is technically 24, once you hit sophomore year, you start digging into those major specific classes. It's really going to be about 15 or 16 or so on average. I think our faculty is what sets WKU apart from every other institution out there. They really do go above and beyond to make sure that you have everything you need in order to be successful. For example, I have most of my professors' cell phone numbers. They would say, you know, if you have a question, it's the evening, I'm still up, I'll get back to you. They're incredibly accessible. Now, talking about some of those opportunities that we do have here on campus, free tutoring for every student, every department has a help center, and all our faculty have a minimum of 8 office hours per week that they have to be available to y'all outside of the classroom. So there is no excuse not to succeed, and there's no excuse not to get involved in the community. At this point, it's actually almost 400 different student clubs and organizations to get involved in, with over 150 different academic programs. So I don't want to spend a ton of time on this. If you guys have specific academic questions, let me know, but I always do want to highlight our nursing program just a couple of years ago was ranked literally #1 overall in the entire country. Our medical school acceptance rate is 30 points higher than the national average. We have an unbelievable opportunity to get connected with Chevrolet. Every Corvette in America is made right here in Bowling Green. And then our business school at WKU is a top 20 business school in the entire country. And all of their programs and about 40, 45 other programs that we have here at WKU are what we call JUMP programs. It stands for Joint Undergraduate Master's Program. What that means is certain classes that count for your undergraduate degree will also count for your master's degree. If you're a part of those JUMP programs and you graduate in 4 years, it will just take you 1 additional year for you to be able to earn your master's here at WKU. Some other additional opportunities I always want to mention is Greek life is a big deal here on campus, but you don't have to be in a fraternity or sorority to be able to attend their events. Religious clubs and campus ministries are very big here on campus as well. We do have a 24-hour computer lab, so you don't necessarily need to purchase one just for college. And you guys get all free access to all of our fitness facilities, and you can park on campus and bring a car as soon as your freshman year. Now, talking about scholarship stuff, again, you're getting in-state tuition throughout your entire time here at WKU. But if you graduate with at least a 3.0 unweighted GPA, we do only use unweighted, so that's the Hope Lottery GPA on most of your transcripts, you're going to get at least $2,500 every year in scholarship money. 3.3 to a 3.4 is $3,000. 3.5 and above is $4,000 every single year in renewable scholarship funds. Now, if you do get a 28 and you have a minimum of a 3.8 minimum unweighted GPA, then you get $8,000 every year in renewable scholarship funds. Then we have the Cherry Presidential Scholarship. This is a very competitive scholarship, and not just 1 or 2 students will receive it. A lot of students will receive both that $12,000 and that $16,000 per year amount. You do have to have a 3.8 and a 31 to be eligible for that. And then on top of all of that, we have another 1,200 scholarships that are on an annual basis. Students will apply for these every single year. And you're going to have more opportunities as you progress throughout your time here at WKU to earn even larger scholarships. So if finances are a concern, do not let them be. Apply, get admitted, and we'll do everything we can in our power to make WKU as affordable as possible for you. Now, hopefully I've at least piqued your interests. If you're a current senior, you can still apply. We are rolling admissions. For you current juniors, your application will open up on August 1st of this year. And the whole process can be done in about 15 to 20 minutes. No essays, no letters of recommendation required. You'll go to our website, submit our application, and that's going to be 10 to 15 minutes. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want to study? That type of stuff. There is a $45 application fee, but we can waive that if you're on free or reduced lunch at your school, or if your school pays for you to take a free ACT or SAT. We'll just need to get some documents verifying that from the school. And then on top of that, we will need to receive a copy of your transcript directly from the school. We are technically test optional for admission if you have at least a 2.5 unweighted GPA. If you're between a 2 and a 2.49, then we will still require your ACT for admission purposes here at WKU. So 4 things: the application fee or fee waiver, transcript, and test scores. Once we get all that on file, it'll take 7 to 10 business days for us to make an admissions decisions. And for you juniors, I would really encourage you to go ahead and apply as soon as the application opens up on August 1st, because you could go through the rest of your senior year knowing you've already been admitted to college before you even start your senior year of classes. So pretty cool opportunity there. Real quick, my name is Morgan Terry. That is my contact information there on the screen. Definitely come check out campus. We are doing tours right now, and we are frequently ranked as one of the most beautiful campuses, not just in the Southeast, but in the whole country, and we love to show it off. So one more time, thanks everyone for listening to my little spiel this evening. We appreciate it, and go Tops.
Thank you. We're on to our next presenter from Bellarmine University.
Hello, friends. Well, welcome. It's so good to see you all, and we've heard from some excellent presenters so far. So you see a pineapple on our screen, and that just represents Bellarmine hospitality. Whoever it is that you are, no matter where you're from, you are welcome here on our campus. My name is Dia Garcia, and I serve as the regional representative for Bellarmine. My contact information is on the screen. I would be happy to connect and answer more questions from you all. Bellarmine is a small independent Catholic liberal arts institution. We are located in Louisville, Kentucky, and it's essentially the best of both worlds because we have that small campus feel, but we're located in a large metropolitan area. Our campus is about 145 acres, and we have about 50 buildings that are on campus. We have over 70 different organizations and clubs for students to be involved in. 33% of our students are considered first generation, and 22% of our students are involved in living learning communities. And that's just an excellent opportunity to be more involved with the students that you are taking classes with and living in the residence halls with. The average class size is going to be no more than 20 students. And then our student to faculty ratio is just 11 students to 1 professor. So there are lots of reasons that students do thrive at Bellarmine, and I am going to talk very quickly about some meaningful connections, transformative experiences, and some successful outcomes. So related to meaningful connections, you'll hear anybody in the Bellarmine community talk about how important community is. And you'll be able to make those connections one-on-one with your faculty members, but also the classmates, the staff at Bellarmine, and even individuals in the Louisville community. You are going to be assigned an academic advisor the summer prior to entering into Bellarmine, and you'll meet with that advisor each and every semester to make sure that you are on track for graduation. And we do guarantee that you would graduate in just 4 years. Here are some opportunities that students are able to make meaningful connections in. You can see from this image that our students have lots and lots of fun. This is actually an image from Ball on the Bell, which is a costume party that's held each and every October. And you can probably tell from the picture that the theme is Decades Night here. Remember, you have over 70 different clubs and sports to be a part of. We just transitioned this summer to Division I sports. So we're really proud to be on the new competitive level. And we are a part of Knights Nation with 20 different sports teams. The transformative experiences happen inside and outside of the classroom. We have an excellent study abroad program that is getting back up and running very soon. We did put a pause on it due to the pandemic, but a student can study abroad for 2 weeks, 8 weeks, an entire semester, or during the summer. So we definitely encourage students to be involved and have those transformative experiences. And those meaningful connections and transformative experiences lead to successful outcomes. I want you all to investigate the institutions that you're interested in and ask them what their first destination rate. At Bellarmine, ours is at 99%. And that means that 99% of our students are either working full-time or they are enrolled in graduate school just 6 months after graduation. We also have the highest mid-level salary in the state of Kentucky. So again, those meaningful connections and transformative experiences lead to those successful outcomes. Seniors, you can still apply now. We have rolling admissions. Juniors, you'll be able to apply at the beginning of August. The only required materials are that transcript and letter of recommendation. We are test optional. This is something we decided prior to the pandemic. We understand that test scores are not an indicator of college success. So you as a student get to decide if you want to submit those scores or not. Our application is free, so you can apply directly on our website, or you can also use the Common App. And then, of course, we do have a pledge of affordability to our students. We are a private institution, so all tuition and fees for all students are the same, but we give a very generous financial aid packages. You see on the screen there that our average institutional award is $30,000 and the average comprehensive package is $38,000. Here are some important dates and deadlines related to the senior year. But again, remember, we have rolling admission. And by May 1st, we want you to let all the institutions that you've applied to know that you will be attending Bellarmine University. So that's a lot of information in a short period of time. Again, please reach out to me if you have other questions. Now I am going to pass it over to David with the University of Louisville.
Two schools that are in Louisville. Come stop by us, come see us, and you can go and see Bellarmine too. What's up, everybody? L's up. My name is David, and I'm an admissions counselor for the University of Louisville. Let's rock and roll. Hello, virtual world. So U of L is located in Louisville, Kentucky. So we're in the largest metropolitan area in Kentucky. So what's nice about that is our students have access to the arts and culture, the economic hub. You go 10, 15 minutes from campus, and then you're in downtown, which is the top of the picture. If you can see, the KFC Yum Center is actually the second largest basketball arena in the country for collegiate sports. The number one is our biggest rival, the University of Kentucky. So students that are attending U of L in Louisville are going to be attending a public research university. And what's nice about attending research university is you're going to be learning from professors that are doing current research in their field. So there are professors that are up to date on what they're teaching, and then you as a student have the ability to do undergraduate research if you're that standout student, looking to add to your resume while you're, taking classes. So U of L's campus is not right downtown. So this is an aerial shot of campus. We're 10 minutes removed from downtown, which is going to provide you that nice atmosphere of you're going to feel like you're on a college campus, but then, you have the greater Louisville area to explore and experience. About 3,000 first-time freshman students attend U of L each year. So it helps to keep, our size relatively small. While we carry a big name, Lamar Jackson, L's up, the youngest Heisman Trophy winner in college football history. We're known for our athletics and we carry a big name with us, but we're not that large of an institution. So each year, that 3,000 number, it helps keep class sizes about one professor to 24 students. What I think is great for our Tennessee students, our Rocky Top students, is there's no hills on this campus. You can get anywhere in 10, 15 minutes if you're going slow, and it's a flat campus. First-time freshman students, you can bring a car to campus if you'd like. We do have the bus system. Our students do have free access to the bus system to pop around to the different neighborhoods as well. If you're hearing this accent is not from the South. It is from, the Chicago suburbs. 1 in 4 students that attends U of L is not from the state of Kentucky. So we're seeing a growth in our out-of-state student population. We want to get these Tennessee students up across the borderline to come see us and come check us out. One of the main reasons why you're looking at school is you're trying to study something. So I'm going to highlight some of our majors, but I'm going to strongly encourage you to go and check out our website, search U of L academic majors and minors, because I'm not going to be able to cover everything now. Reach out to us at the university, whether you're contacting me or contacting our admissions account, to learn more if there's a major that you see that you'd like to, find out more about. So for the students that are on campus now, those, they were seniors, they're freshmen, they're about to take their finals in 3 weeks, their top 10 most popular majors that they applied to were, and this is not in any order, nursing, political science, mechanical engineering, biology, chemistry, marketing, sports administration, psychology, criminal justice, and undecided. Do not be afraid to be an undecided major. If you don't know what you want to do right now, but you see that we have majors, that we can offer, apply to the university as undecided, come as an undecided student, and then you can find your fit when you're at U of L. We have a career center on campus. About 6,000 students utilize our career center each year. And that helps to provide them with not just, learning in the classroom, but then outside of the classroom, getting involved in the city. Some majors we have already have built-in internships and co-ops to the program. So you're getting that real world experience. So while those are just some of the majors we offered, there's a lot. So check us out online to learn more. We do have unique majors, like we are the city for the Kentucky Derby. So like equine business, you can actually get in-state tuition for being an equine business major. Check out the Academic Common Market. If you don't know what that is, Academic Common Market, if you're thinking about going out of state as a Tennessee student. There's a lot of great eats in the city, but what's available to you on campus? You can see on the map here, yes, there's a Chick-fil-A, don't freak out. There are 2 Starbuckses, one is in the library, so no reason why you don't know where the library is. Stars indicate where students are living. There is a 2-year live-on requirement at the University of Louisville. So after your sophomore year, you are able to move off campus, but about 60% of students continue to live on campus. We offer traditional suite and apartment style living. So there's more apartment style living when you become an upperclassman, which is why so many students continue to live on campus for us. I mentioned that 60% number. Also 60%, side note, 60% of students that attend U of L their freshman, seniors in high school attending their freshman year, bring in college credit with them. So if you're taking any AP or IB classes, it's on our website. You can check the credits. Usually it's a 3 on the AP or a 4 on your IB test or higher, gets you credit. And if you're taking dual enrollment, as long as you're taking general education classes, those should transfer to U of L. So let's touch on applying to us. If you, any seniors out there, we're still accepting applications and we're still giving out scholarships. If you're a junior if you're a junior watching, August 1st, that's when our application is going to go live. You can choose to apply with test scores or without test scores. It's your choice. If you do apply with test scores, you have automatic scholarships that are available to you if you hit the criteria. If you apply without test scores, there's going to be additional steps that you're going to have to take to apply to scholarships. But we have scholarships for whether you apply with scores or without scores. It's a $25 application fee, and we are rolling admissions, which is nice because we're constantly turning out admissions decisions. So it takes about 2 to 3 weeks from a time an application is complete to then we give you an idea of your admission status. So that's my time. Would love to talk to you more. Please reach out to any counselor on this call. We're here to help you. L's up, go Cards.
Thank you. With all of our presenters finished, we will go through a quick round robin of some questions here, ask our presenters to give their perspectives. Starting at the top with our first presenter, I'd ask you respond to the question, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Yeah, I always encourage people not to hesitate to ask questions. A lot of students will hesitate because they think it's a stupid question and it will slip out. And I'm like, you can get a scholarship for that, right? Yeah, I have so many students stumble into college money because they accidentally asked me a question. So I always tell students, ask your counselor. We hear it all.
Thank you. Next up, Western Kentucky.
Yeah, I would absolutely echo those same sentiments. You would be surprised at the things we deal with on a daily position in our roles. We face rejection on a daily basis. So you are not going to offend us or bother us with any questions you may ask. This is about the next 4 years of your life. You should be curious. The only thing that I would add is that you should tour every institution possible that you are looking to attend. Obviously, sometimes that may not be the case, but you should really try to actually tour and get a feel for the school. Like I just said, it's going to be a place that you're going to be at for the next 4 years. So you want to make sure that it feels right to you.
Yes, and I agree with Morgan. You might not be interested or be comfortable doing a actual physical visit right now, but take advantage of the virtual option. So explore the website. Our websites are our best resources, and then reach out to your admissions counselor as well. So again, I'll echo what Stephanie and Morgan both said. Use us as resources, but then also make sure that you're investigating websites and that you're connecting with the campus either in person or virtually.
Oh, okay, last up. Those are all great things. I'm going to say that definitely you don't know what you want. You might think you don't, but go and explore, try new things, investigate. There are helpful websites out there where if you are undecided on, what is the push, what's the pull, what's there to bring you. There's some websites that you can, I don't know if I can endorse any websites on this, but there are some helpful ones that if you can search for your interests, it'll pop up majors that are in there or like careers that are with those interests. But do know that it's been said so many times, we're here to help. So just reach out with questions.
Very good. Our next question, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus? Stephanie, can you lead us off?
Yeah. Okay, so this is really random and I don't know why I find this so fascinating, but bingo is crazy busy with undergrad students at Eastern. And students love to come out like once a week and play bingo for free with their friends and win like Keurigs and pots and pans. And I think, to me, it's so bizarre that young people think that that is amazing. And when the pandemic hit, we actually had to find a way to make it virtual because our student center was getting a lot of hate mail from 18 to 22-year-olds demanding bingo. So that's my favorite thing because I think that is so fascinating.
Yeah, for Western Kentucky, I would say my favorite event that we do here is something called Master Plan. It's a really unique thing. It's like an extended orientation. All students will move into campus a week early. And during that week, they have an opportunity to obviously get to be more familiar with campus, but they attend rotating sessions throughout the days where they'll have an opportunity to meet literally every other incoming student at WKU before you've even started their fall semester classes. So you're already going to be familiar with both the campus and your student body. And then in the evenings, there's always different social activities. There's usually a concert that will get a big name to come for. A couple of years ago, Cage the Elephant came and performed. They're actually WKU alumni. 2 Chainz came a few years ago. So there, anybody and everybody. So there's a lot of activities that happen at Master Plan here.
I mentioned during my presentation that community is something that is really important at Bellarmine. And so we have a campus dining hall, of course. And so they collect all of the birthdays for all of the students, and you can get a specific cupcake on your birthday, and they'll sing you happy birthday when you come into the dining hall. So I think that that's really special because birthdays are extremely important, and we want our students to recognize them back.
Every college has squirrels, but our squirrels are different. There's albino squirrels in Kentucky and specifically on our campus. So they're rare to find, they're hard to see. So when you're walking around campus, you always have to be on your A game because if you catch a picture of the squirrel, you then turn that picture in and you get a t-shirt.
Love it. Thank you so much. On to our final question. Give an interesting fun fact about your school. Stephanie?
Yeah, I would say something I think is really interesting is that we actually have one of the oldest forensic science programs accredited in the nation. They haven't let me come play in the crime house yet. I've been asking, but their capstone is you get the full gear and you go in and you have to like collect all this evidence. Like the professors like messy it up and you have to find like blood splatter and everything. And then you have to figure out how to be interviewed as a key witness. And I just think that is so interesting. And I'm hoping if I talk about it enough, they will let me get in that crime house.
Yeah, I would say for WKU, something that is really interesting about us, and this may be a little odd, is our mascot. If you're unfamiliar, his name is Big Red, and it is just a red blob. It kind of looks like a red grimace. I just think it's kind of looks like a scarier version of Elmo. And it does something weird. I would encourage you to YouTube it, like at big sporting events. And this sounds very odd, but I promise it is very wholesome. He swallows children. He's a very large, ovular creature, and he'll like swallow like 2 or 3 kids inside. And it's very odd, but you should definitely check it out sometime soon.
That's great. So at Bellarmine, 2 interesting facts are that every single one of our students does receive scholarships. And every student who wants an internship is able to be connected with an organization and obtain internship. So financial aid and experience are something that's really important throughout the college decision-making process and experience. And so you're guaranteed those options here at Bellarmine.
The University of Louisville's got the big 3 graduate schools, the med school, law school, and dental school. And at our law school on campus, there's actually a justice of the Supreme Court, Louis Brandeis, and his wife are buried on campus. Now, he didn't attend U of L, but he's from Louisville, and he gave back a lot to the community. So he's actually buried on campus. Spooky.
Very good. Well, we thank all our presenters today for their information, their enthusiasm. We'd ask everyone to fill out a quick survey for questions, so please do that at your earliest convenience. Lastly, another plug for the additional Strive Scans sessions available on the website. Finally, note that the recording will be available at strivescan.com/Tennessee. Again, a big thanks to our presenters and hope everybody enjoys their evening.